Komo, welcome. In today's video, we're jetting off to Athens, right in the middle of a full-on summer heat wave. We ended up completely falling in love with the city. Come escape with us. And you'll definitely want to stay to the end as we share what we fell in love with, what we brought home, and the favorite little tips that made our stay so effortless and special. If you enjoy our Hawaii life and travel adventures, our tried and true tips, and that inside peek you get from a local friend, plus joining us as we wander beyond Hawaii in the same style we explore with at home, we'd love it if you subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss our weekly Hawaii adventures or the travels we take together. We're so happy you're here with us. Let's get started.
So we just landed down here in Athens and we got to this little cafe. I wasn't sure what to get coffee-wise, but she did recommend a Greek coffee, and of course, if you're in Greece, you should get a Greek coffee, especially if it's recommended. It does kind of look like a giant espresso. So to start off, we got the fruit bowl, which has a Grand Marnier, which I can see on there, but this is massive. This is €9. It has bananas, tangerines, apples, kiwis, and pears. So can't wait to try that. Looks like a little bit of powdered sugar over the top. And I love the citrus. Get that acid. Maybe a piece of apple there. That is so good. But I don't think there's anything special to Greece about this. I think this is something I can make at home. But this is really, really good. It's super hot outside, so nothing like this. The apple, the pear, they're so crunchy. So you bite into it. Oh yeah.
I got the superfood omelet. So this is egg whites and it has turkey ham, some really nice creamy cheese. I think this is feta. There's bell peppers, mushrooms, different colors of bell peppers. And I believe there was some Greek oregano in here as well. It looks really good. It's huge. I can't believe this is €9. This is massive.
That's
and it has
shareable.
A nice salad with it too. Really looking forward to this. A bit of creaminess of the feta, the little crunch of the bell pepper. Everything is so good, so well done. Try this panna cotta because they make it with yogurt and honey and walnuts, and of course we're in Greece and their yogurt is legendary here. This is so good. Not only is it refreshing, it's creamy and decadent. Perfectly suited with that honey crunch of the walnuts. This is like dried figs. That looks so good. And walnuts. Can't wait to dig into this. It looks so incredibly delicious. And this is the yuzu matcha ginger iced tea. It's very tart and refreshing. Let's show you where we're staying.
Here we go. So this is a 1.5 bath and a 2-bedroom with a little bedroom in the living room with this little divider. Very nice. So for some privacy, it does sleep 6 people in here, and it's a hot day, way hotter than any day in Honolulu. And there's AC everywhere. It's nice and cold. Take a look at this beautiful living room. Okay, so we've got our first bathroom. This is a full bathroom for the property. Toilet back there. Look how clean everything is. And next, we're gonna go to show you. This is a little half bath, which is always nice when you have a bigger family or a group. And again, it sleeps up to 6. It's really nice to have. And then we have a nice kitchen. Actually, this is a really nice size. Looks like they have an espresso machine. And everything is so clean, really nicely. Not surprised because we've been able to choose some really wonderful places to stay. They've got great ratings, but just really a nice treat. Really nice, pretty big fridge and freezer. And then take a look at the first bedroom. And that has 2 twin beds. Really nice, looks comfortable. Little sitting chair. And of course, closets. I like the floors in here too. They really are made for this hot weather to keep everything cool. And last would be the main bedroom. This also sleeps 2. So here we have 2 twin beds. Of course, they can be pushed together to make a larger bed. Really nice. And their doors, glass doors are open, but it's just looking out into the next apartment here, but let me show you just kind of like the roof line, but let me show you what it was about this. Besides the cleanliness, how wonderful the host was. The reason why I booked this one was because of this incredible view from the living room. Let's show you guys. Go ahead and open this. I'm gonna show you the view at night because it's gonna be way more stunning. But don't you love that yellow building next door? You guys, that is Acropolis right there. Let me zoom in on it. That's the Acropolis. I can see it from my balcony. How incredible is that?
Another huge highlight of this property is the rooftop terrace. This is something so special. We enjoyed really being up here, getting some great photos, enjoying the slightly cooler air. You could have a nice glass of wine up here or a meal. There were some really amazing sights from this spot. It was a really special part of why we chose this property, and it was so cool to see there was a community theater next door with the Acropolis in the background. So the neighborhood that we chose to stay in is called Thisio. I'm so sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. But anyway, this was a small district that was right next to Monosiraki, which is a really popular area that a lot of people like to go to visit. It's close to the center of Athens. It's famous for its cafes, of course, its views of the Acropolis. We were able to walk around and we saw several different salons. It was a really vibrant neighborhood, really hip. It was a great place to stay. We loved just walking around. There were so many beautiful places to stroll, to just sit and to enjoy. And again, a lot of those outdoor cafes, even in the heat, we really enjoyed it. So here's pro tip number 1. If you're here during a heat wave, stay indoors during those really hot hours. Maybe have some breakfast. Stay in from about noon till about 4 o'clock. Maybe have a nap. Soak in that AC. And then venture out and plan to have a longer night out. You're going to enjoy it a lot more. The city is just so beautiful at night. A lot of things stay open late. We really enjoyed doing this, and it helped us to make the most of our time here. Also, stay hydrated. One way you could do this is with some gelato or soft serve. We found a vegan place that specialized in oat milk soft serve and gelato. It was incredible that it was so delicious. This was Planet Ice Cream. They were so super nice here.
So we're here at plant-based, 100% plant-based ice cream.
Hi.
I mean, with this nice guy here.
Sorry.
What's your name?
Christos.
Crystal.
Okay, awesome. Well, thank you very much. This looks amazing.
And this is all oat-based, right? So
everything plant-based. He's making from oat milk. And then this one is working 3 years here.
wow.
And this is only one, but you can find the ice cream in the old supermarket in Greece. So yeah.
Wonderful for a plant-based alternative.
Yeah.
Looks delicious.
So we got the cookies and cream and the pistachio.
You're gonna think that it's full dairy, but don't worry, it's not. It's absolutely delicious. To this shop, check them out, support them, buy a lot of really great things, and come see our sticker. Look at all these goodies we're getting.
We stopped here at this little market, and they are known, Ambrosia is known for their Greek products. So they gave us this, and it's a book. He said, we get this for our special guests here, and I guess we're the special guests. But when you open it up, it's a bottle of ouzo and a shot glass. And it's such a neat little gift. So, anyways, right here, if you have a chance to go, Ambrosia, for your Greek specialties, everything here made in Greece.
Definitely come and check them out. This is our new favorite. Definitely a warm one. It's 100 degrees. Let's go take a look. Everything's in Greek, but look how charming and beautiful this is.
Here's our next pro tip. Ask a local where to eat, especially when you're in a more touristy area, kind of like how we do for you guys when it comes to Oahu. It's really great to have that perspective of someone who lives there. They can guide you to someplace really good with good prices. And this was charming. The prices were great and the food was delicious.
We got a beet salad with walnuts. It looks really yummy. I see some parsley on there. And we also got a classic Greek salad. This is our first meal in Greece. We had to go with this. I love Greek salad. I'm so excited to give it a try. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get it on my plate here. Just get a little feta, Greek olive, and look at these tomatoes and cucumbers and onions.
see some delicious looking oregano, I believe that's on there. So go ahead and all of that. Okay, first bite has to be the traditional Greek salad, right? So let's get some. I'm gonna cut this up a little so I can get the perfect ratio of everything here. So cucumber, tomato, onion. Okay, there you go. Is that not the perfect bite?
There's some potatoes underneath as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and give that a try. I just recently started liking beets. I had to make some dietary changes for my health. And now I love them. First time trying Greek wine. It's really good. It's dry, but a lot of times when you go and get a house wine, it's type at the bottom of the barrel. But this one's really, really good. I really enjoy this, and I can't wait to get a couple bottles so that we can take that on a cruise.
The amazing dish here of a sea bream with grilled vegetables. So tender, so delicious, so flavorful.
He definitely recommended the oven roasted lamb. Of course, lamb is their specialty protein meats that they have here. And he said this is the best one. So I'm gonna go ahead and get a bite.
It looks incredible. So like a happy dance kind of a meal.
I've had Greek food like from all over, but I've never had it in Greece. Different level. It's just so good. The flavors, the way, the preparation, just even the atmosphere here, the people, so friendly. This is like one of my favorite places.
It really does add so much to the beauty and the charm with how kind the people are. And the flavors I find are a little more subtle, but I really love them. You can taste the freshness and the quality.
So this is our accommodation. We're staying in the Thisio neighborhood of Athens. It's a really good neighborhood. And we hung our crab nuts. And this is the view. There's a gelato shop downstairs. But look at this. And zoom in. That's the Acropolis.
Cheers to some pomegranate cough syrup. I'm just kidding, but it's definitely not meant to drink alone. But it is a product of Greece, so I'm gonna go ahead and buy a bottle and I'm gonna use it as a mixer in my bar at home.
The second half of our Athens adventure picked back up after we disembarked from a cruise. Super excited to show you more about that and the places that we visited on there. But for now, we're going to show you some great tips about where to store your luggage, some great places to visit, as well as a really good car service when you're here.
Costas, half people will turn around.
Okay.
It's the most popular name in Athens.
Really?
If you say hello president, everybody will turn around. We have millions of presidents of something here.
So we made it to this great little cafe and bar, Culinary. It's right here in Monastiraki, and we got right around the corner from the stow your luggage spot. We'll show that to you guys a little later. It was stifling hot in there and it was super busy. We're super glad that we did book our luggage ahead of time because they were sold out of lockers. A really good pro tip for you. It was a fairly straightforward process with the email and the codes, but anyway, it's so hot in here. We're here during a heat wave in Athens, so we're gonna cool off with a drink and we're also show you what we got. Tasting of a local red wine so it's dry. When it's hot out in Athens, this is what you do. You find a beautiful little bar with some warm hospitality like here at Culinary, and you get a nice cold peach iced tea, a strawberry iced tea, a Greek yogurt smoothie with fresh fruit, or a dry local Greek red wine. Oh, so good. Like a fresh peach is delicious.
Another thing about Greece that I really like is the wine here is so cheap. So if you get a cocktail, you're probably going to pay around between 8 to 15 euros anywhere you go. But a glass of wine, typically house wine, which is really good, runs around 5 to 6, 7 euros maybe at the most. And you get a really good quality local wine, and that's about the cost of a elaborate coffee. Well, our server gave us this. It's a Master cup with lime juice, and it tastes like a honey that's added to it, but it's so flavorful. And I bought a couple bottles of this to add to my home bar. I can't wait to go home and use that and experiment with it and see what we can make up with it.
They seriously make the most beautiful drinks here in Athens. at this little restaurant. Look at these gorgeous traditional Freddo cappuccinos. Look at how charming it is. It's like coming to someone's beautiful, beautiful house for dinner. This is the loft area. So it's a little warmer, which is why we sat downstairs because it's much cooler. But everything here was sensational. It was all scratch made, the best quality ingredients, the warmest Greek hospitality. Can't rave about it enough. Everything was scratch made, from the iced teas that were infused with delicious fruit juices and nectars to that incredible baklava, to all of the salads and entrees. Everything was just exceptional. The food here is stunning. Look at these misters. These are the best things on a hot day in Athens, and the fans. This restaurant is so incredibly charming. It's a gastropub, an all-day gastropub. I'll just show you this cute little sign for it. It looks like a little kitty cat, actually. And look at that fan spraying all of that lovely mist everywhere. Look at this great store across the street. All of these natural Greek fabrics. So special. Athens is definitely a city with a lot of soul. Kind of funny to be walking down the street here in Monastiraki and to see a Chinese restaurant. It's actually not the only one that we've seen. They must like their Chinese food here. So looking for this really particular dress. We got that Santorini blue and this gorgeous cut, but I'm going to see if there's anything else. Okay, so I found another color in that same style that I really love here. This is kind of like a mauve color, really excited for it. It's kind of debating between this one and this Aegean blue color, but I actually have that Santorini blue, which is very similar, but it's really hard decision because both are so beautiful. I really love everything in this store. It's so well made. But anyway, just remember to bring your passport because you can do tax-free shopping while you're here. Really helpful to know. This restaurant has this beautiful garden that you could sit in. They have some happy hour too, which is kind of nice. And again, we're right in the Plaka district, but look at this. Okay, so outside it's beautiful, right? But as you're walking in, wow, it's breathtaking. All of the flowers everywhere, all the bougainvillea, so beautiful. Yeah, with gorgeous, gorgeous bar. Perfect stop. We were just walking and shopping. We needed a little break. My husband stopped with a glass of wine before we go get some ice cream, but it is absolutely stunning in here.
So we stopped here at Hydra, which is a Greek bistro, and I just saw on the menu that they had a Mai Tai, and it's interesting that we're halfway around the world here in Greece and they have a Mai Tai. Now when I look at it, it looks nothing like a traditional Mai Tai. This one comes with rum, triple sec, bitter orange, lime, and pineapple, and it's garnished here with a little star fruit. So something different. Kind of curious to see how this tastes. And it is on happy hour, so it comes in at €8. Go ahead and give this a try. So it basically has all the flavors of a traditional Mai Tai, but I do get the bitters in this nice and strong. I do miss the dark rum, which they just like did a small dark rum float on it. A little bit on the sweeter side. This is actually a pretty decent Mai Tai considering where we're at. But I was kind of worried about how this was going to taste. So in addition to that, I did get a glass of wine just in case I didn't like it. So I'll go ahead and try this. House wine, like I mentioned earlier, here in Greece, house wines are very, very affordable. So this actually costs at €4. and it's a local wine as well, so maybe give this a try. I do like the Mai Tai as well. I'll probably pass it around to let everybody try that, but the wine is definitely the winner.
And this again is such a beautiful, beautiful restaurant. Look at this. Gorgeous. You guys have to come here when you come to Athens. Again, we're in the Plaka neighborhood, which is the oldest neighborhood here in Athens. And there's a particular reason we're here during a heat wave, and look at why it's so good. Sitting right here, and there's a huge fan right behind. Definite bonus. They just brought us some bread and olives. I think this is a complimentary starter. We just got a couple of happy hour dishes here to try. So we got some fresh French fried potatoes, Greek style, looks like there's some oregano on there, and then we got some starters, some dips. So there was a eggplant spread, and I believe this is a fava bean one. Oh, I'm sorry, cream cheese. And then we got a tzatziki and a fava bean. So we're gonna go ahead and have a little munchie with our wine and cocktail. That we got a package of, and our new friends here. Look at this huge plate of chicken souvlaki. Wow. And rice, pita. Looks so good. And I got the lemon lamb with roasted potatoes. This is the house specialty, they said. So they're really looking forward to trying this. It smells scrumptious. Slow roasted lamb and potatoes.
Yogurt sauce and the pita.
So again, roasted lamb and beef skewers with pita and tomato. And this is the chicken souvlaki. We had the wrong one at first. That was chicken gyros. So chicken souvlaki, that looks really, really good with these pieces of onion, a nice fresh salad, and some fries. And this is the pork chop with fries and this delicious looking platter. Yum.
A few of our favorite pro tips and highlights from our trip here in Athens is to stay in a charming neighborhood. We love the Thistio neighborhood. So many great cafes, places to walk to, and you can splurge for somewhere with a rooftop terrace or a view. You're going to be so happy that you did. And take a look at the Acropolis at night. It's really beautiful. Athens taxi trips are great guided tours and getting around the city. And then Planet plant-based ice cream for that oat milk ice cream and gelato, really good. They're so friendly here. Ambrosia for all of your made in Greece souvenirs. They were fantastic. We bought so much from them. Listen to some live Greek music, find some great places to eat, scratch-made drinks and food, really fantastic. Have some Greek salad as well as the other salads they do here. They're really refreshing and light and delicious. Of course, you've got to have lamb and potatoes and then some fresh seafood. For shopping, I loved bringing home some leather handmade sandals from this place, Mater Terra, and then also some Greek instruments. That was another highlight.
Stow your bags store here. We're right here in the main street of Monastiraki, which is a flea market. So that's the main street there, and as you can see, Stow Your Bags is right next door, just on a little side alley, and there's some great restaurants and things. Really great experience. It was a lot smaller than we thought. I definitely would book ahead because they were sold out of most things. When we came here, we tried to get an extra, but they were sold out of the larger size. So definitely book ahead of time. You could use this keypad here on the screen to be able to open your locker, or you could use your phone, which is what I did. And we'll show you how to do it. Sorry, hang up. Sorry, mistake.
Good.
And as you can see, they're different luggage sizes. So we got the maxi, and the maxi fit one large suitcase here and just a couple of other small bags. It's not very big at all. If you had a big suitcase that wouldn't fit.
You got it, dog?
So it's really hard. And then the standard size here is a lot smaller, maybe just Karen, and then there's a small size. So just be aware about the sizes. Here's the standard size. As you can see, it is much smaller than the maxi, and the small is way smaller than that. This might be for like personal bags. And here is our taxi service. They have been absolutely great. So we're gonna drop their details for you. They have been driving us all around the city to the port, back, loading all of our
huge amounts of luggage. We're doing 2 cars, and they are so super nice, so reliable, so friendly, and have been charging us very fair rates. Actually, we're surprised at what a great deal it was to just go this route instead of renting a car. So super happy we used them. We'll definitely give you their information. Use them when you come to Athens. You'll be super happy you did. It's so nice to have someone trustworthy to help you with transportation around the city, as well as to provide really good local suggestions.
Thanks so much for joining us on this warm Athens adventure. We had such a wonderful time here and hope you enjoyed coming along. And don't worry, our usual Hawaii life adventures and travel are coming up super soon. As always, we're sending you sunshine and aloha, this time from charming Athens.